beautiful people. It's your girl Erica Michele here on Thursday morning. Getting ready, on my way to work. About 28 minutes away from work. And just wanted to come talk to you guys real quick about my journey in going to Africa. Inshallah, it will be, within the next year and a half or so, that I actually pack up and go. Not to say that I'll be gone at one period of time forever, maybe 3 to 4 months, then coming back home, returning back home. But whatever the case may be, this video I want to talk about the top 5 reasons that I personally am moving back to the motherland. And when we say back to the motherland, that's because that's our home. I'm going home. I'm going back home. And so, let's get into it. So number 1 is I just am tired. I am tired. I am freaking exhausted. So, not that I'm tired sleepy tired. No, I'm tired of the rat race, you paying robbing Peter to pay Paul. I have been, and it's crazy how life works. Even before the dream of Africa managed to surface to my brain, because it's probably always been in me. But I used to say, when I first got out on my own, having children, water. Water? Why am I paying for water? Why am I paying for a natural resource? Why am I paying to live? Literally, because if you don't have water, you will die. So why? And at that point, when I started talking like that, I didn't know no Africans. It wasn't no YouTube for me to watch any Africans. I did not know nothing about Africa 32 years ago when I started having kids and was just dumbfounded by water. So, I'm tired of, just making enough to make enough. Just making enough to make enough. And then people oh, well, the area you live in is a little expensive. Yeah, but you got children. You want to make sure they in, decent schools, not having to deal with a lot of chuckle and jiving. I don't know what to say. This politically appropriate. But I just I've always been willing to sacrifice, having extra money to stay in an area where my kids had good schooling. So that's one thing. My kids can grow up and say what they want about what they didn't have, but they can never say they didn't have the best schooling. So that, I'm just tired. I'm tired, working dollar for dollar, dollar for dollar, dollar for dollar, dollar for dollar to keep a roof over my head. If you don't work, you have to work in America. You just literally have to work. It's not going to, and then even if people, you go buy your home and you get a 30-year mortgage. Well, unfortunately, I probably should have did that when I was 20, because at 50, I don't want to be 80 paying for a mortgage, you know what I mean? And then it's still not mine, it's the bank's. It's not like in Africa where you build and it's done. You buy your land, you build your house, and it's done, brick by brick. So, that's my whole number 1. I'm just exhausted of the rat race. Number 2 is my health. We have so many processed You know, being a Muslim now, I do eat a little bit. I eat a lot better, actually, because I'm more conscious of what I'm putting in my body. You know, I haven't ate pork since I reverted to being a Muslim. I'm real careful about my candy and my snacks now. I still enjoy my chips. I'm sorry, still enjoy my chips, but I'm working on that. You know, the fresh fruits and vegetables, like, I long for that. So I'm an avid gardener. So I'm a believer in fresh fruits and vegetables. So I know that the food in Africa is just so much fresher, so much better. You know, I visualize my husband just going to the river or the ocean or wherever, however it goes, to get my fish. We cook it that day. You know, some people can't even go without a refrigerator because you're literally, you know, you're buying your food fresh, and it ain't no leftovers in the refrigerator getting molded, right? You know, I know people have refrigerators, and that's definitely a blessing, but I'm just saying, for me, you know, it's just the healthy part of it. Being able to walk and ground myself in real soil, you know, real soil, not, you know, whatever this is we have. Even for my garden, I have to put 18 different type of fertilizers in it to make my vegetables. You know, mixing all this soil when, you know, in Africa, trees are just growing naturally. Cashew trees, you drop a cashew, it just creates into a tree. Like, it's just so amazing to watch, and I am just like, oh, for the health benefits. So now here I'm trying to prep myself and prep my body. I'm going to start waking up a little bit earlier, that's the first part. It's just waking up earlier, because again, we be so tired. Try to start waking up, because I have an hour and a half drive to work. So in order to get to work on time, I need to be leaving the house by like 6:45, and that's if I don't gotta get no gas, right? If I gotta get gas, I need to leave the house by 6:30. So, and that's not giving me no wiggle room for accidents on the road or traffic or anything. So I'm thinking, like, I'm gonna start prepping my body to get up about 5 o'clock and go at least start doing like 20-minute walks. I'm having some sciatica pain that I'm dealing with and it's affecting my right leg. And so unfortunately, everybody's remedy for that is to walk. Right? But yeah, that's when it starts to hurt. So that's my number 2 health benefits. And number 3. Number 3 is community. Community meaning, so I reverted to Islam 2024. And so being in the States, it's a different feel, especially if you were not a born Muslim. It can get a little lonely. It can get a little, I think lonely is the main thing. Like, it does get a little lonely. A lot of my Muslim girlfriends travel a lot. And when I mean travel, like, it's rare that any of us is in the same, we all live in the same state, but it's rarely that any of us are here all together at one time. So it just can get a little lonely. So, and they are literally the only Muslim, you know, ladies I know that I could put my hands on now. Could I be more outgoing? Could I, you know, go to the mosque more, visit other mosques? Yes, I could. But we all know I work from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday with an hour drive to and from. Saturday I work from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. So needless to say that on the weekend, which is just Saturday night and Sunday, I'm trying to get in tune with my husband, get in tune with my children, relax, so I don't have much of a social life. So community, going to Gambia, which is a rock throw to Senegal, which is a fully Muslim country. Um, I just feel like I could just walk up the street and there's a mosque. You know what I'm saying? I could. Uh, I know just walking outside, I'm a find a Muslim. You know, so it would just I can just imagine the uh, community feeling and support that I would get if I was in a Muslim country. Um, that was number 4. Oh, that was number 3. Wait, let me get my notes. Let me see. Number 4, legacy. So, uh, can you build a legacy in the United States? Absolutely. Is it the easiest thing to do? Absolutely not. Is it going to be easy in Africa? No, that's not what I'm saying. Is it going to be much easier than America? Absolutely. So, yeah. So my legacy is the Amana Biobob Clinic and Farm. And that is going to be a preventative clinic to, help people prevent things. As a nurse, that's my first and foremost thing that I care about as far as nursing is preventing to go to the hospital, preventing all of these illnesses. So, and just, caring for women, lactation. It's going to be so many things. And then the farm, of course, that's my first love. And so, getting the farm together and leaving a legacy, having a house I can build. No, I wasn't able to purchase a house. I'm 51 years old. I have not been able to purchase a house here in America. Is it anybody else's fault but mine? Absolutely not. So that is the one thing. That is the number 4. But 4 is big. 4 should have actually been number 1. Legacy. So number 5. Back to the notes. I was teetering with number 5 between freedom and purpose, and then actually coming home to myself. And so I think I'm gonna blend those in. So basically number 5 is just freedom, which kind of ties to number 1 of being exhausted. But I just want to be free. I don't want to retire somewhere where I still might have to go to Walmart and be a door greeter, or I want to wake up with a purpose, and waking up and literally walking out on soil that I own, and soil that I've tilled, and soil that I've planted, and seeds that I've grown. Freedom and purpose. Literally, that's my freedom and purpose. Having a legacy to leave to my children, even if they don't want to move to Africa, because right now none of them don't, and I'm okay with that. But how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm
Oh,
good. And so, yeah, even though, maybe they will one day. I don't know. But just going towards peace. My life has been very eventful. I can honestly say, transparently say, it has been everything but peaceful. For the most part, the last 3 years probably have been the most peaceful. This is how I describe the last 3 years of my life. It has been the most stressful, yet the most happiest time of my life, right? Dealing with the stress of life, but having Abdul to deal with the stress of life has that's the happy stress, right? So it's definitely a big difference. Um, while I have your attention, please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Please like this video if you have not already. Please share if you have not already. So these are, I'm out here with a bunch of little creepy crawlies. These are the 5 reasons I am moving to Africa. This video probably was not great. As you can see, I started the video in my car 3 days ago. Phone died, had to buy a camera. I'm still not on the camera. I'm on my iPad. Um, but when you try to create content, I'm like, I can't go another 3 days without posting the video. So this is raw and uncut, and I'm gonna do the best that I can to put these two videos together. You know, that is not my forte, editing. So just so y'all know, I'm my own editor on this journey. Abdul don't know how to edit videos yet. So y'all just gotta bear with me here. So it's your girl, Erica Michelle, and I'm out. Y'all, do not laugh at me. I only came back to end the video properly because you know I'm still new at this, even though I've had my channel for so long. It's just now that I'm getting consistent and that I need to remember to end it properly. So with that being said, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my channel. Signing off, your girl Erica Michelle on her African journey.